Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video where we are talking about uthando nesithembu and we're speaking about the latest episode. So anyway, you guys, the latest episode starts with a scene of Umusa going to see uMaxele, to ask her like why did she not go to the trip, and like asking her to give him a reason of why she didn't come to the trip. And I'm just like, what's the purpose of that? Some say, look, what is the purpose of that? Because Matlele has explained time and time again. Like at this point, I just feel like Matlele is tired of Umusa along with all his wives. She's tired of him. And quite frankly, if I'm being quite honest, I just think that she just doesn't have the guts, or it's just frowned upon um like in culture, and considering the fact that she is Christian, to even divorce at that age. So that's why I don't see any of those wives going anywhere. The only person that I possibly see leaving is Mangwabi, but even with her, she's been there for so long. Do you understand what I'm saying? So anyway, we're not a secret lab. So Magdalena has explained many times. The last time she explained why she's no longer going to be going on trips, because quite frankly, she said that she feels like there's unnecessary drama on the trips. So Musa then says like, I like want to find out like why you didn't come to the trip. And Matkele basically says that no, I'm not gonna repeat myself. That's one thing about Matkele. But I get her, you guys. Unini, like how many times must she be repeating one and the same thing? And Musa basically says, I'm not trying to like disrespect you by asking you like your reasoning. Like I just feel Kushumus and Jan, I just feel that while we are building like a household, and while everyone is like trying to support each other and pulling their weight, Matsel is basically like falling behind and becoming weak. Hey, the nerve for this man to even use the word weak. Guys, you know what? I don't even want to lie. You see, this season, especially this episode, to be quite particular, it just like made me lose so much of respect for Umusa Msiligu, because I'm like, there's no way you can speak about your, there's no way you can speak about women in this manner and think like it's fine. Like, worse off to speak about your wives in this manner and you think it's fine. Like, no. So he says, he uses the word weak. I'm like, yo. Anyway, maybe his vocab failed him, guys. But for him to say that Umatlele, while everyone's pulling up their weight, and while he's trying to build, his vision of his family, Matlele is like kind of like separating herself and becoming weak. Hi. Then Matlele is like, if she basically says, if that's your definition of becoming weak, it's fine, but I'm basically not going to do anything else. So she's basically saying that I am done like playing Donny House of trying to like fulfill your perfect vision, whereas there's things that I've told you that I wanted, there's promises and plans that you still have not fulfilled today. So because I can see that I've given you so many second chances, and even in these second chances, you still don't prove yourself, then it's fine. I am not coming to play anymore. You guys can basically continue to play Dollhouse, but quite frankly, I am done with that. That's basically what Matlele was saying. And you know what? I can't blame her. But this just made me feel that I don't think Matlele was ever on board when it came to Musa taking Isthembu. And I'll tell you why. And maybe, guys, I'm going to have to break down this latest episode into a couple of videos. So please do check that out, because there was so much that Musa said. There's Mangwabe's issue. There's Umpumelele's issue of Kokeli Lobola for Umpumelele. There's issue your wife number 5. Like there's so many things. So, but I want to focus specifically for this video. Let me specifically focus on Matlele. So he says that Umatlele no Masaule, if it were up to them, Kushumusa, if it were up to them, he would not have this temple that he has today. He would not have the wives that he has today. He says Matlele and Masaula worked together to make sure that the vision that he had was not going to come to fruition. So if he's saying she was fighting against Istembu from back then, which means she never ever agreed to Istembu in Lyceum shop, she just agreed to it because, I mean, that's what he wanted, you know. And Musa does say in this episode that he basically forced Istembu. He forced to have, you see, when you see all the wives that he has, he forced for that situation to be like that. And if it was not an issue where he forced it, he would have never had the wives that he has today. But you know, honestly, guys, especially this episode, I feel like sometimes Musa like gaslights his wife in a very subtle way. Like what he was saying to Matlele, saying Uchi Ubunusuba weak. I'm like, isn't that gaslighting, guys? Like, I mean, she's so that woman, like you see the others, Umayeni, Utobine, Numangwabe, I can see Uti Bona Bangena. They entered the marriage knowing Uti they entering a polygamous marriage, but Matlele never ever signed up for that from the get-go, you guys. And that's why sometimes when people say she's mean, I understand. Because she never, as she always says, I never ever married anyone's husband. She never married anyone's husband. And she came into the marriage thinking it's just going to be her and him and their kids. And I don't think she thought Uti Istembu was going to be, or at least to this extent. And that's why I feel like at this point, Matlele doesn't even care. Ngendabaya wife number 5, because quite frankly, it doesn't mean anything to her. The person who will impact the most is Umangwade, because she says that Musa, between her and Musa said that she'd be the last one. But that's the thing about women who are told that you're the last one, that you don't want anyone else to come after you. And that is quite selfish. But them again, that's the agreement that they had. And Itumuntu chooses for themselves for what they can pay. Some people, they can pay the fact that they're the lost ones, but they can't pay the fact that someone else is going to come after them. So that's that. So Matlele didn't ever sign up for this. So I felt like Musa like is gaslight to Matlele by even saying that. And then he goes on to say that Matlele basically akasebenzi, but she doesn't have no wants, no needs. She doesn't work, but she doesn't have no wants and no needs. And this like takes me back to even like the episodes that he has by the Mnabwe to a show where he'll ask the wife, does this man take care of you? The wife will say yes. Does he love you? Yes. Does he treat you well? Yes. Manje, what more can you ask for? In his mind, he feels like a man's duty to a woman is that he just needs to take care of her. That is like financially, he needs to love her. And yeah, quite frankly, in a nutshell, if he and yeah, and he needs to respect you. If he respects you, he loves you, provides for you, like you shouldn't be like that. That man has gone over and above for you. He's given you all that he can and let him do whatever he wants to do. And that's the vibes it was giving, because he's saying Wuti Matsela is not working, but there's nothing that she's ever like needed. And he says that basically, he said that everyone in the family has served Umatlele. They have served her well. They've given her her position, and she has been treated like the queen. And I'm thinking to myself, like even when Musa spoke about this thing, my position, you could see Matlele was like irritated, and I'll speak about that in a minute. But he says that he basically was like, he served Umatlele like, he says there's no woman that is ever served like Umatlele. He served Umatlele, and he served her like a boy. And I'm like, so, like, I don't know, like, are you trying to say, Uti, I feel like even if you served because there was something you want, which is Istembu. And you knew very well, because you're a traditional man, things had to be done in an orderly way, that there was no way you were going to do Istembu without, like, getting, like, at least a go ahead from Umamkhulu. So you guys served her just to get something out of her. You guys served her to like ukuthambisa inhliziyo yakhe. So if people do something just to like kind of like influence your decision making, like what do we call that? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think, when Musa said that, that tied in very well to why uThobile served uMamkhulu so well. Because it never ever made sense to me of why Thobile like serves and gives uMamkhulu indawo yakhe so much, whereas you could see ukuthi from get-go Mamkhulu like Thobile is not her favorite. She can't even hide it. Yes, she tolerates her, but you can see that Thobile is not her favorite. And the reason now why I've come to understand that Thobile does that so well is because her husband told her to. One thing about Thobile, she understands the vision. And if you really want to see what is Musa's vision, you look at Thobile's actions. Because one thing about that girl, she will support her man. She will go through lengths to make sure that her man gets what he wants. So I guess he told her that no, Mamkhulu, we need to keep her position. We need to serve as the queen that she is, and blah 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 blah. That's the only reason why it makes sense with Thobile would serve Mamkhulu the way she did, even though Mamkhulu like time and time again like would act very funny to her. That's because she understands the vision, she understands the goal. And quite frankly, once her husband told her to stop serving the way she should, that's when she stopped. That's basically when she stopped. And then anyway, uLokhuzana, Musa brings up the issue of rankings, that he says to Matkele that you are like the first wife, Mamkhulu, and because you're the first wife, there's certain expectations basically that is required of you. You are meant to lead by example. So in a nutshell, he's basically saying that if we are going to trips and you are not going, like it's giving off the wrong message, because you as the first wife should be leading by example. And then she basically says, you know what, even when we're speaking about positions, like, let's just leave that because I don't even know what you're speaking about. So I think it gave off the vibes that she's basically saying, yeah, like, ngegama, you guys call me uMamkhulu, you'll say that I have that position, but in all actual fact, I don't. That's basically the vibes that it was giving off. And I'm just like, Matlele is sick and tired, guys. Like she's just, you can see like the love is definitely decreasing. That's because Umusa like has proven time and time again that he's selfish and that he's only after whatever he's after. So Musa basically says the thing that Umatlele doesn't see is that she is doing herself a disservice by not fulfilling the role, and like by not like taking the role as uMamkhulu seriously. Because he's saying that he basically said, yes, you'll have your title of being Mamkhulu, but you'll just have a title, whereas people won't have respect for you in that way because you don't have respect for the title. And I'm just like, this guy, like he's playing with Matlele Goto. And Matlele basically says that if a glass falls to the floor and breaks, even though you can try and repair it, it's not going to be the same. Hey, and Musa says a shocking statement, you guys. He's like, Agna glass efile. There's no glass efile. Basically, when people have cruel hearts and people have bad hearts, they speak whatever nonsense they want to speak. And I'm like, yazi umuntu mekade aware of whatever things they want to do, they speak anyhow. Anyway, lastly, on the scene, like imagine guys, like there's so much to speak about. Lastly on the scene, he brings up in Dabala wife number 5 that there's some people who don't want wife number 5 to come, and quite frankly he feels like that's the highest form of disrespect. And I guess he's saying that from the fact that if Matlele could allow all of you guys, none of you have basically a say in not wanting wife number 5, because all of you guys like came in where there was an existing woman, so you quite frankly don't have a leg to stand on. But like that's the thing, Musa says that people like his marriage with this woman or individual, but in some cases like it's not applicable. If people's marriages are individual and they are personal and they are different, then why would you expect all the wives to agree Whereas when you brought them in, you gave them, you spoke whatever you spoke, and you promised them and said whatever you said because you wanted them within your family. Now that they're in, you're basically giving them the middle finger and you're like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So he was basically asking uMacele, can I come and introduce my girlfriend to you? And Macele is like, nope, I don't wanna be introduced to no girlfriend because like quite frankly I find it useless. And then he's like, okay, since like as my wives, I've been giving you guys your position and you guys have basically been playing all over my head. I'm just going to do it my way, the way I did it from the get-go. I am just going to go and take out inkomo for this woman, wife number 5, and you guys are just going to see her. Sekaluboniwe. And Macele is like, yep, that's what I've been waiting for. Just bring her. And I'm just like, Macele is saying that because, I mean, she is not considerate of the other wives, and quite frankly, she shouldn't. But I mean, how many wives have been introduced to her so far? Like, what can wife number 5 do to her? At this point, she's just like, I just know Musa, like, is like, I just need to focus on myself and my kids because Musa's like, is on another level, you know? And she's basically saying, go and lobola that woman because that's quite frankly what I've been waiting for you to do. And I think she kind of feels like, why must there be so much like decision making from the other wives regarding like another woman coming in, whereas when it came to me it was kind of like enforced in a way. Hey guys, kuningi, but Macele, yeah, guys, all the best you guys tonight. Siyabuyela, we watch, but guys, that thing is not live. It is not live. Anyway, please do make sure that you like the video. Please do subscribe. It's absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you on the next one.